Matt, it feels like a sickening sense of deja vu, but it was an overall good performance until the last few minutes.
It was, but we've lost a game of football. Really sort of poor sequence of events towards the end of the game has led that to happen, and it feels like it's happened in the past and happened too often, to be honest with you. So I can't praise the group of players enough in terms of the effort and the way they played, certainly in that second half. I thought some of the football we played was absolutely fantastic, but it's the results that count. I've said that a few times recently, and that last 5 to 7 minutes was so disappointing.
After that long break, the Sutton and Forest Green games, it felt like those performances were building to a performance like we saw this evening. It's just fallen short.
Not really. We were outstanding on Tuesday. Different game tonight, different opposition, higher level of opposition. We had to respect certain areas of the pitch tonight in terms of where they had the possession, and they probably had the better of the ball in the first half, but we still had a threat on the break and in the space, and second half we just got control of the ball, simple as that. Started moving the ball, had more purpose, got our more attacking players higher up the pitch in relation to the play, and created some good chances. Should have been ahead before we went 2-1 up. It just feels so raw in terms of right now, in terms of the last 5 minutes.
In the second half, Portsmouth didn't really have a sniff until that equaliser, which is probably why it hurts even a little bit more.
Yeah, and similar to the Sutton first goal, a clearance from close to the byline in the opposition box. So certain aspects of our play in those moments were just a bit naive, but not just naive, just poor execution on our part. And we still felt we had a chance to see it out in terms of the set piece, but we didn't defend that well enough. So you give credit to the opposition, but it hurts so much because it's an opportunity which we've let slip, to be honest with you. We should have progressed into the next round of this competition. And like I say, it just feels like a broken record, but too many times we've said we've missed an opportunity, even cup competitions or in league games.
Portsmouth will see a side challenging in the top half of League One. Only made 4 changes, so it was a strong opposition tonight. But does our performance against an opposition like that give us a boost?
This week's given me a little bit of clarity in terms of how I want the team to play moving forward, and probably the personnel on the pitch as well. There's been a freshness about the team. I don't know if it's the young ones or the fact how mobile we've been, but certainly the way the players have played this week has really impressed me, and that's on the back of not too much training time. So I can't stand there and say it's positive because we've not picked up enough wins throughout that 6-day period, but in terms of performance levels, I've been immensely pleased with what I've seen, but we want to go in games of football, and it feels so, like I say, raw, disappointing. Gutted for the lads, gutted for the fans, to be honest with you. They wanted to go to Cambridge and no one else does, but they don't want to go to Cambridge on Tuesday night, and then see what happens off the back of that.
45 minutes for Pierce Sweeney. Surprised to see him back so quickly, but that's obviously a positive. Yeah,
a little bit rusty. He needs to improve his game, get his game up to speed. He probably knows where he is physically and in terms of his game. So it's very much the case now with a free week, and there's a few bodies who probably need to get fully up to speed. It's so difficult because you don't want to break him again in terms of injuries. And Pierce is probably one of half a dozen players who we've got nearly back to fitness. But you saw tonight in terms of the effort they group back, that can never be questioned. And some were out on the feet. The ones who played the 90 minutes continuously through that 6-day period, they're out on their feet. So we need the strength of the squad to start showing. Like I say, we'll be absolutely fine.
Obviously another 90 minutes for Sam Stubbs. George Ray was named on the bench as well, so as you say, these players just keep coming back again.
Yeah, we knew they were coming back. It's just what sort of state they come back in. Like I say, it's difficult now because we've got only league games left, no other cup competitions, and I'm not counting the 23s competition in relation to that. So this group of players have got no games to almost get them up to speed now, so they've got to do that in training, they've got to do that individually, personally, on their own as much as in the team environment, and when they play now we've got real competition for places. Some more pleasing performances at the back again in terms of Czech Diabate, and obviously you mentioned Sam Stubbs, Harry Kite doing a job we asked him to do, Josh Key outstanding again, backing up Tuesday night.
And you mentioned Josh Key, the second goal from Archie was all he's doing again, really, with that drive forward you've seen so much.
Best player on the pitch, wasn't he? Best player on the pitch on Tuesday, best player on the pitch tonight, and no surprise people are going to start not noticing it because they've noticed it in the past, but actually doing something about it. So I was pleased for Josh. I had to keep him on because he was our best player, and you're watching him and Jake Caprice and Archie Collins and you're thinking about the 90 minutes they played this week. I hope it's not took too much out, and those three especially deserve a special mention and a real break, and the rest of us will have to get back to work.
No midweek game now, so a full week on the training field ahead of Scunthorpe. What's that going to look like for you? Is it just again more bodies just coming back?
Yeah, assessing where people are, but as much as we will assess it and see where they are physically, they've got to then take responsibility now. We can't leave it up to the staff and the group to get them fit, and they've got to be fit in order to play. Simple as that. And like I say, my job's been a simple job this week because I've just picked the fittest team we can in all 3 occasions, and that's got to be the mantra going forward because that group has played so well.